Okay, so let me get back to where I was. I was making a video about myself. My name's Christian. I have cerebral palsy. I was born with it. It's a birth defect, which has caused me to be confined to a wheelchair, among other strange things. Like, you'll see me look away from the camera a lot. My eyes float around and stuff like that. All kinds of weird things. All this is due to my cerebral palsy. But I made this channel because I think that people with disabilities come sometimes and have lots of questions. I know I do. I need lots of answers, and I go to YouTube to get those answers and figure things out and stuff like that. What I want to talk about first today is service dogs. Okay. Well, let's talk about the process to receive a service dog. With most service dog agencies, there is a long application process where you have to fill out everything about yourself. I mean everything. Can you wipe your own butt? Can you dress yourself? Can you blah blah blah? Everything. And then typically there is a long waiting list. Sometimes 7 years, sometimes 10 years, sometimes 8 years. Well, what happens if you need a dog now? What happens if something's changed in your health situation and you really need a dog? You need a dog to perform certain tasks for you, like security, to make sure people don't get around you, or to pick things up off the floor, or to, just be there as a support for you when you're out by yourself, which for me is a hugely anxiety building event. Well, here's how you could do it. You could either hire a trainer for a lot of money, usually $100-200 an hour sometimes. I was quoted, I think I was just quoted $150 an hour, or you could train him yourself. Now, the problem with training him yourself is this. There are these things called fake service animals. A lot of people, have these animals that ride around in their lap, and they call them, well, they're my emotional support animal. They're my companion. They help me. Well, oftentimes what happens is when you own or train an animal, they are confused for one of those emotional support animals. And I'm here to tell people, listen, just because you've owned or trained your animal does not make it a fake service animal. That is the most common misconception that I see. If I walked into a store and I had patches and a vest on my dog, and someone said, well, where was he trained? And I said, I trained him myself. Guess what? Automatically, it's assumed to be a fake service animal. And that's not true. That is not true at all. And I am here to clarify that misconception. Just because you trained it on your own doesn't mean it's a fake service animal. Now, are there fake service animals out there? Absolutely. But just because you trained it on your own doesn't make it a fake service animal. Right now, I am in the process of training my dog, Goldie. I have not vested her yet. I have not put a vest on her yet. I have not taken her into public yet. Why? Because I don't think she's ready. But eventually I will. And when asked when asked where she's trained, I don't want people to say to me, well, just because you trained her at home, that means she's fake. I think we as service dog handlers need to stop accusing people of being fake service dog handlers just because they've chosen to train their dog at home. That's not right. It's not right. And yes, I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this video. I know I am. But what happens if you can't wait 8 to 10 to 12 years to be on a list? Then what, you don't get the privilege of having a service dog even if you need it? No, that's not fair. That's not fair. So I'm going to leave the comment section open. And I know there's going to be some service dog handlers out there. Excuse me, my thumb's in the way there. There's going to be some service dog handlers out there that are going to write me and say you're wrong about what you're saying. But it's not fair for someone to have to wait 10 to 12 years on a waiting list to get a dog. That's not fair. We as Americans have to do something about that. So, thank you for listening, and I hope I don't get a lot of negative comments, but I know I will. So, have a good one, y'all.